Hey everybody. So, this is the after the game video. Um, there was a lot of good roleplay conversations. We had a lot of good story given. We had a we have a focus now. I think we have our two Dragonborn want to go north now. Sam, although he hasn't said it to the group, wants to go north. We know that through talking emails and such like that. I think that seems to be the way, unless people wanna chime in. I think that seems to be the way we're going. If Akrith is going to follow Miguel south when we get back and get the guns from Istamir and everything like that, then get your paladin, I believe it was. Get your paladin ready, because we're going to have to find the paladin somewhere. If not, if Akrith wants to go north, then we go north. It makes sense to Soren, and I think can easily convince Rudy and Icy that if we go this way, we may be able to figure out more than anyone about where we're from, how to get Rudy home. I mean, all this could possibly be answered, and I think the key is this cube. These Draconith are, one, where do they get their Dragonborn slaves? Is that are they pulling them from our dimension and they're pulling them from this cube? Is that why they worship it, because it brings them their slaves? And so they hatch these things, put them into slavery for their lives, and they don't know any better, because that seems like something that would be wicked and could happen. And that if we find this cube and find out that's what it's doing, can we somehow reverse what it does and send us home? Find out, maybe by destroying it, Rudy gets his memory back. Dragonborn stop being taken into slavery. There's a lot of good heroic things that we could do with this. So yeah, I think it would be very easy to convince all of our compatriots to go up that way. If Rudy really wanted to stay behind, then he could bring in the cleric, I believe you have. Maybe that would be like the cleric that we meet up with at Istamir's to do the Zone of Truth and all that type of stuff. Or maybe that's paladins. No, clerics do Zone of Truth. Anyway, doesn't matter. We could do things like that and start working towards. I think this next session is going to bring us with our final group. We're gonna stop having these second characters, because at this point, Soren's pretty convinced. This is from my perspective. Soren's pretty convinced that anyone that comes in, we need to have information on them. Learning about everyone's been very interesting for him. He doesn't quite. He's not quite sure where. Besides the fact that we're all in this place together, trying to figure out who we are, where we are. He doesn't see the connection quite yet through the backstories. I mean, we all have very different backstories. Him, along with the two Dragonborn, he feels a little bit more connected with them now because they don't have family. Soren mentioned, I don't have any family either. He feels a connection with Icy, because Icy is very learned, and he has reasons for that, and he also has reasons for being wary of her. being a guard is a noble thing. So Mallet, he feels that there's some connection there, and then Rudy felt connected to almost immediately because he kind of, as we found out, he can't. Soren tried doing magic and he can't. So he has this little bit of awe of anyone that can. And then Akrith, he just wants to help. He wants Akrith to become the man he wants to be. And because he thinks Akrith's heart's always in the right place. And Sam has touched on something that even I didn't know until I was on my way to the game last night. I kind of came up with a little bit of backstory because there was something that was kind of missing about what drives some of his actions. And so I came up with that, and I showed that to Anthony. I'm going to send him a revised copy later. But there's something in there with Sam's story that resonates. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that for now. So, I mean, Soren's feeling connected to a lot of people. Miguel has that friendship connection, but if Miguel is going to choose Tulio over the group, Soren's just going to wish him well. And Godspeed, or speed of the gods, however you would say it in fair. Because he thinks that last time he saw Tulio, he thought, okay, there's chance for redemption, but he doesn't think it's with this group, and so he's kind of not done with Tulio, but he doesn't feel the need to be his guy, to be that guy to help him out. And he's kind of under the impression he's dead anyway. So yeah, it was a good game. I thought we got a lot of good information out of people to try and start knitting together how we feel and how we can kind of come together as a group. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to cut it short because my other video was long. So see you guys.